Part E, 26 minus the opposite of 5. The word minus tells us we're going to be doing subtraction. We're subtracting the opposite of 5, which is negative 5. So our expression starts with 26 minus, and then the opposite of 5 means we're doing 26 minus negative 5. So I need a parenthesis to separate the minus sign from the negative sign on the 5. Subtracting a negative number is the same as adding its opposite. So 26 minus negative 5 becomes 26 plus the opposite of negative 5, which would really just be 5. So 26 plus 5 gives us 31. Part F. Quotient means division, so we can write this using the division symbol or the fraction bar. And since it's a negative divided by a positive, our answer is negative 7. Part G. 4 copies of 12. Negative 12. When we see copies in this case, it makes us think multiplication. So this is 4 times negative 12. You can write your multiplication using parentheses or the x for multiplication. There's also another way you could write this expression. If you have 4 copies of negative 12, you have negative 12 plus negative 12 plus negative 12 plus negative 12. No matter how you write it, the answer is negative 48. Part H, the number of copies of 42 in 378. Now, be careful on this one. I know we see the word copies, but the way it's worded means this one's not multiplication. It's the number of copies of 42 in 378. So we're trying to figure out how many copies of 42 are in 378. In other words, we're asking ourselves, how many times does 42 go into 378? That's actually division. So I can use my division symbol or the fraction bar. And I'm going to set up the long division. Now I'm going to check and see 42 isn't going to go into 37. It's not big enough. So I need to extend it out and basically just see how many times 42 goes into 378. So I'm just going to guess and check here. I'm going to multiply 42 by a number and see how close I get to 378. Well, I'm going to choose to multiply it by 9 because 4 times 9 is 36. So 42 times 9 should roughly be 360, which would get us close to 378. And when I do the multiplication, I get exactly 378. So my answer is 9.